Hello there guys, my name is Jay or the A and welcome back to another episode of the Empyrion Spotlights, where today we're looking at some more builds from McFluffFace, and he is by far one of the best creators I've seen of content for Empyrion, and a lot of the ships that he does are just really superbly detailed and very weird but good to look at in a very nice way. Now what we have here is we have two ships, but they are the same, there's just two different colour variations. We have the Manta-DS-MK-II, and both of that's basically the same name for both of them, except one's got white in and one's got black in the name. So that's basically, they're basically the same ship. So I'm going to take you through one of them, and yeah, now the differences between the white and the black are literally just external colourings. What we do actually have is we have sort of mismatches of colour on the outside, where he's actually like put a skin over to give it these weird details. As you can see here, it's got like white and black instead, and then that really takes us on to some of the first details, because we do have a side door on the vessel which enables you to get in straight to the cockpit from there, which is quite a nice thing to have. Now I think it is only on the one side, so it is asymmetrical in that sense. Yes, it is. So yeah, let's head on through the back first and show you the ship. Now I really like the thrusters that he's designed on the sides of this thing. I think it may be just a little bit too wide for my liking. It does kind of look like a face from the front, where you have the eyes and the nose, and then the mouth is somewhere else. But yeah, I do think these side pods where the guns are, I think they could have perhaps been squidged in a bit further to the craft. I mean, that's really just me, because they just seem a little bit awkward. It seems like the ship should have ended where those side pods were, and then it's kind of been added onto again. But with these sort of the wonky sort of looking ports you've got here, they look really cool, and I like how he's used the sort of the wall blocks to box them off and make them look really cool. And then around the back we have these really well done thruster pods here, and I absolutely love what he's done with these thruster pods. They do look really slick, and how you've got this like inner cover that goes inside just looks really badass again. And I like the details, these little things you get with Empyrion, where they just make things look a bit more sensible. And then on the back as well, we even have like these details around the back, and again, because it's been you can paint on two different surfaces. You've got the external surface, and then you've also got the internal surface, and then also these tubes which run around, which just add and give it that extra something, which looks really cool. Now I forgot to mention that the Manta is a troop transport, or is designed to be a troop transport, but it does have some features inside which are quite unique to itself. So we do have, as we walk through, we do have a double set of doors, but I just failed to close the other one when I went in here earlier. And we have absolutely heaps worth of space and seating, and we do have some oxygen generators here, which he has. He doesn't need to pipe them up, but he has piped them up, and I really do like what he's done there, making it make sense and making it so that the oxygen does need to run from somewhere. And little things again like this really make it better in my eyes. And then what we do have here is we have the oxygen storage tucked away behind, which is neatly done, sorry. And then we do have some fridges, and then the fridges are here just for health purposes as well as food, so you can keep stuff like that in there for your troops as they come in, and they can resupply in the back rather than having to push on through to the front to get other things that are important. So let us head on through, and we'll head into the room with all the cargo boxes in the world in. And we have another O2 station tucked up at the top here, just out of the way, so you can sort of grab that if you need it. And yeah, we've got loads of storage here, we've got loads of constructors. I feel maybe this wall of constructors is probably a bit too many, maybe, because they do draw quite a bit of power. But I mean, they're in here, and the ship thing, this thing flies quite well, so I'll trust him on that one. But we do have this side door now, and this side door does take us into his famously designed toilets that sort of have this nice little urinal here, and then a hand washing area here and whatever else. And I do like them. It does make sense and looks really cool in there. So yeah, now push on forwards again, and then we have a split off either side again. So We have left and right, which we can go, and I think we'll go right first. Now coming on through here, we end up in, well, we basically just jump out the side. I never actually noticed that was there until now. So we have 2 of those, I'm assuming. Yep, looks like the same on the other side. I'll just go and double check. Yes, we do. And another O2 station, very well placed as well, just in like main walkway areas. And then we have like a nice little area for sleeping, which is something different in crew, like troop transport. So very, they don't normally have this sort of facility on there, but it is nice to see. And it's good how you've got your own cargo box, your own O2 station, and all this other stuff tucked away here. So for more critical members of crew that you're transporting, you can perhaps put them in there. And then we also have this little room for passengers, so if you are transporting important members of staff and stuff, you can transport them in here. Sit 4 of them in here with the fridges, a screen that's ready to go, and again you got your O2 station there tucked away, keeping them all alive in their suits. So I really like this back section. It's very, very crammed in but nice, and again very lived in, and I like that with all these tubes and stuff. It just feels so much more than, you know, other things I've seen, and it's just really, really nicely done. And we even have the core here, so that is quite well placed central to the ship, so it's got loads of blocks to take damage before that would take damage, so that's cool. Heading on down now, we have that cockpit that you saw, and we do have, as I showed you earlier, we have the door which allows us to go out straight away. So that's quite cool. It's a nice little emergency exit, I guess. This is a little bit dangerous because if it is troop transport and whatever else, you might land this thing and you might have hostiles around you, and this will increase the chance of a hostile getting in because of course you've got 2 entrances and exits. But you know, I guess you can just turn the power off to this while it's not in use, and then when you do need it, you can turn it back on again. I think that's really all you could do. And then we have the co-pilot seat here that does have, again, that lovely QWERTY keyboard that he types up with the space bar at the bottom. I really, really like how he does that with the screens, because I think I might start copying this. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I may take this because it's really cool and I like it. So yeah, so this guy has control over, well, is supposedly to have control over the weapons. It does say they're weapon control, but as you would know, in Empyrion, the main cockpit has control over the weapons. So yeah, so we have on this ship, we have quite a lot of weaponry actually. We have I need to find all the weapons. So on this we have guns. Where are the guns? Give me the guns. Weapons, here we go. So we have 22 weapons all in all. We have some Gatling guns. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 of them. We have 4 plasma cannons, 4 railguns, 4 rocket launchers, and 4 homing rocket launchers. So this thing could really pack a punch if it needed to and protect the troops as they're exiting. And I like that. And also the positioning of where you're sitting is quite nice. However, again, we've still got this blockage on the side. You'd like to see that full 180 as a pilot, and I feel that you're a little bit let down by the view out. But either way, let's give it a fly, because it does fly quite nicely. It turns quite nicely, so there's a lot of RCS in this, which is good. But as for flying, it does pick up speed quite well, handles quite well, but it is a bit slow. And you know, I don't think this thing is meant to be like the Huey of space. But I do think that it would have some good capabilities in the field for you know, for dropping people off on a planet, especially if you've got like a survival world and you're with your friends on a server. You can, you know, if we could walk on ships in Empyrion while they're moving, this would be a really great ship to walk around in. You should be able to do so much while you're you know, flying around. But it is one of those ships where you can get your mates in, they can have some sort of control over some of the guns, and you can sort of attack them. And now that I think about it, the front kind of looks like one of those totems on Easter Island. I don't know, I think it may just be that eyebrow that's going across the top, but I really do like the look of the ship. It's a really, really nice design. It is a little bit bulky, and again, those side wings I would have tried to have minimised, or maybe put next to the cockpit itself to centralise them more and give yourself a better accuracy. But overall, I am really, really impressed with this. And again, McFluffFace is very, very good with his builds, and he knows Empyrion quite well from the looks of his builds and from the quality of the builds. So thank you for building this, McFluffFace. There you go. I can't say it that well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this build, go and check it out on the Steam Workshop. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you guys have enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't, you know the button is. Comment for anything else you want me to see, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!